Hello, 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 and welcome back to the StrawHatLucas YouTube channel. It's me, your boy, StrawHatLucas. As soon as I get the starting soon screen off, that is. I'm joined today by a muted up Cube of the Red Sea. Now, he is here. He's getting some audio issues fixed real quick, but we're here, guys, and I'm so excited to read chapter 1161 of One Piece. I've avoided all spoilers this week. Haven't seen anything to do with the chapter. I am excited. Like, ugh. Cube, are you back now? You ready to say hi to the party people? Guys, this is my right-hand man right here. This is Cube of the Red Sea.
Hey guys, I'm at the outskirts of God Valley, relaying everything I'm seeing in real time. And yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's going crazy right now.
It is. I'm excited to dive in, especially after last chapter. So yeah, let's get started, if we shall. Chapter 1161, a love ballad in a hail of arrows. That is an intriguing title. Okay. Onichild Yamato and the Holy Inurai Shrine Pilgrimage, Volume 43, The Resting Place of Heroes. Okay. Why are these not translated? PCB, A, and Viz both usually translate anything like this.
Yes, we'll drop their translations in remember, it's like they did a quick patch, you know. No, the official's coming out next week, so.
Oh, that's true.
All the unofficial. Yeah, so it could be that certain stuff they didn't get.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, because that's. So did you? I want to know what the names are.
Did you recognize the people who was with Yamato? Of
course, it's Momonosuke and my man Kinemon. I've been missing Kinemon. I've been telling you for months how much I miss Kinemon.
Yeah, we were all saying it's weird that we haven't seen them yet. We hope all is good. So yeah, all is good at least.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Like I said, for months, I've been saying to everybody, I miss Kinemon. I miss Kinemon. Where's my Kinemon?
Dude, you know my take about Kinemon. I love Kinemon, but he's not surviving this story.
Yeah. Oh.
He's you know what I mean, he's a complete character. I've said this, like Oda likes to end a so-and story when it's over. He's the one person from Wano that he could, you know, who's expendable. So I'm really scared for her, but
I am too.
It is what it is.
The island became an inescapable flashpoint. God Valley, what happens when legends meet? We open up with this giant double-page spread here. Goodness, God Valley. Still, the only shot we keep seeing is the split mountains here. I need to see more, guys. I need to see more of the landscape of God Valley and some of the architecture, because I got some theories riding on what it looks like. Where motive and fate erupted into a battlefield of nightmares. Head for the evacuation route. But there was a prize I really wanted. We will take responsibility and get it for you. Responsibility? You'll be taking responsibility for all of this. This is a celestial dragon yelling at a marine who's trying to get him off the island. We might have a chance. Let's use this chaos to hop on a boat and slip away. That's right, get out of there. Get out of there, unpaid interns. Where's Shaki? Is she all right? Roger, gooning, of course. Iris, Teach, where are you? Ooh, so we got a name for Blackbeard's mother. Iris, that is the god of chaos, if I'm not correct. Like, that's the goddess of chaos's name. Yeah.
So, okay, Lucas, this is not come from me, but someone dropped this a while back. You ready? I'll drop it in the chat. This was on on the shield that Emu had. And on the side of the shield, it's written Iris Ditar. So we have a similar name.
Ooh, that is very, very... That's
interesting.
Different.
So people,
it's very different.
Yeah, so people are wondering if Ditar might be Blackbeard's mother's family.
Okay, yeah.
Like
she's
hailed from that person.
Iris Ditar. Yeah. I see you.
Yeah.
Well, she could be...
I mean, I think she's a marshal, but...
I think she's a marshal as well, yeah. Marshal D. Iris is probably what her real name is.
Yeah. We don't know where he got the marshal from, but yeah. Again, it comes from Emu's shield, the shield that one point the Elbaf was.
Just to parallel him even more with Ace, who he's the reason for Ace's downfall, of course. Like, I feel like him taking his mother's name is definitely. 5 big booms for knowledge. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, hang in there just a bit. Where are the Navy ships? Oh, God, I love seeing Dragon in action. This is so good. More pirates. It's not this way. Ooh. One of the God's Knights is on him. I see him, a Marine with a little bundle in his arms. Oh man, she shot a laser from her mouth?
That's the devil fruit.
Gotta be a devil fruit. Got it.
I won't lie to you. I think it's a Logia.
Yeah. You're a lifesaver, Maffy. Maffy? Her name's Maffy. Garling would have killed me. Oh, one of the babies fell. She got him. God's Knight Satchel's family. Saint Maffy. Who would have thought a prick like Garling could have a kid? That's almost as strange as our intriguing little kidnapper. We didn't get any devil fruit box with her reveal, sadly.
No.
But she definitely has one of the babies. Ugh. Wait, those babies, they're my only chance to atone for helping set up this twisted murder game. Oh, Dragon, come on, man. It was nice knowing you, young man. Wah, wah. That's Shamrock crying. Or Shanks, we don't know yet. Probably Shamrock. I guess that's that. Considering all the dead, this is probably what I deserve. Oh, don't get yourself down now, Dragon. Out of the way! Ooh, someone came in and cleared shit out and cut Maffy in half. Maffy and Haffy. For the last time. I wasn't aiming it. I was aiming at the enemy, not you. It was, of course, it was Newgate. Let's go. How many other pirate crews had landed here? Anyway. Liar, I could have died. Tell him and then get him. Oh, I love seeing Big Mom. Let's go. You want to go right now or something? Oh, those pirates are so huge. What's up?
Look at their hats. So we know that it's before most of them started their own stuff, but it does seem that Whitebeard and Big Mom, remember, Big Mom and Whitebeard both have a crew based off family. So it does seem that they were kind of thinking of starting their crews. Because the Jolly Rogers are not exactly the same, but they're very similar. Very
similar, yes. But also, Big Mom had already had Katakuri and Oven by this point.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple more.
Yeah, so basically, so most likely, she was planning to go on her, basically starting the crew, but didn't go on her expedition until they're old enough.
Yeah,
just the prep work.
This angle of them showing just how monstrous these figures are of two dragon. Like, obviously, Lin and Whitebeard are both gigantic people in general. I think Whitebeard's 22 feet tall. But just showing the proportion and how terrifying it is for Dragon in that moment to see these giant, like bigger than life pirates right in front of his face. Oda really did well with this double page here. Or this double page, single page, whatever you want to say.
I'm starting to have a certain idea. I'm waiting for the end of this arc, but I'm wondering if, you know how, we don't know why Harold removed his horns, right? But with Domir Mercy, I've always said that, what if he learned the origin of the Oni races because they were cursed people who were turned into Onis, right?
It could be.
What if a lot of those people, like, those are people who are remnants of the Domir Mercy people? So
I mean,
that's why certain
possible.
humans, have bigger, they have a curse of lineage in a way.
Yeah, their lineage is cursed. Yeah, that's a very interesting take. Let us continue though. I also have to say, I cannot remember the name of the hat. I was sitting there racking my brain about it, but seeing that Big Mom does in fact have her Napoleon. Thank you. Yeah, the fact that she does have Napoleon with her, very, very good.
Yeah,
I like that. Yeah. Damn you, Newgate! You trying to kill me, Shiki? This isn't what we agreed on, Linlin. Kaido. The Rock's pirates. If we can take them down, we'll be famous. Huh? Hang on, are these scrubs after Shaki too? And then we get to see the Rock's pirates in action here. Get back to bed, you small fries. Ooh, this is insane. Look at this spread. My girl looking good while she burning those people alive. I ain't gonna lie. I'm so glad we're getting to see some action out of Shiki as well.
Yep.
What in the world is happening on this island, Maffy says as she clutches baby Shamrock in her hand like he's a can of soda. Chicken Shacky. I could probably slip away now, but I lost the babies. What? Oh, little Shanks got his little head. Little head bomb.
So, there was a hit a bit before. Maffy said baby. So it doesn't seem that they knew that they were twins. The God's Knights. which is interesting. So Guarding did not say they were twins. Said he had a baby, which is interesting.
Yeah, because it means one was disposable because he had 2.
Or more like he's hiding, or there's a reason why he's hiding that information. That's what I'm wondering if
that could be. To it. We definitely want to wait on the officials. Obviously, I don't think TCB would mess that up intentionally or anything, but I definitely do think
it is interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting that he did not mention 2 children,
twins,
just 1.
Yeah.
Let us continue on into chapter 1161. We see an explosion. Now this is a big catch. I found a prime fishing spot, Garp says as he pulls back that fist full of armament. Brace yourselves, you big old sea kings. And he brings it down on the rocks pirates. Let's go. It's Garp, run! A fight with him will drag on too long. We ain't gonna fight back at all. Can it? Zeus, Prometheus. Yes, mama. Let's go. Dad?
We also
Dad? He's just like, Dad? They remind you of Luffy being like, Grandpa?
Now this agenda can stop.
Yes,
We've now had Dragon recognize. This is the 4th instance where there's a recognition. Dragon is Garpa's son. Let's stop this, guys.
Yeah, there's no other way. That agenda can die. Just like the Dragon is a fraud agenda. Agenda piece is ruining the series. Let's admit it. Like, it's fun and memey, but it can ruin people's ideas of the series. But yeah, I'm glad too, because I was also getting tired of, could this actually be Garp's daughter who laid with Dragon, and then Dragon joined their family because in some Japanese high society, they take on the name of the father instead of the name of the mother, like, or whatever it is. Like, you know what I mean? It makes sense. I don't like it. It made sense until, and it's clear he's adopted. Will, that got me. I ain't gonna lie, brother.
Also, we know why. We also know why Garp wasn't in Kaido's list. They never fought.
Yeah, they never fought. But hold on, because I'm about to see a new feat from Bloodline, and this is getting me hyped. Heavenly Fever Blitz. Oh, by combining Zeus. Oh, okay. She combines Zeus and Prometheus and causes an explosion. The rapid expansion of the water molecules in fucking Zeus. Ooh, that makes so much sense. Look at that. Ooh, I love you, Lin Lin.
Fun fact. I went to look at both the flashback from Sengoku in the anime and from Kube with the recent anime with the Kube's flashback.
Yeah.
That's the same explosion we keep seeing in all the instances. That's the one.
Yeah.
So that was Garp's attack against Big Mom, Kaido, and Whitebeard.
No, the big explosion is Big Mom's attack against Garp.
I mean, I mean the clash. You know, it's
the clash. Yeah. But the fact that Big Mom just, I would say she didn't take Garp out by any means because it's Garp. But like, that's a big attack. Yeah. What was that? No focus. This is our chance, Kuma. Okay. Okay, I don't think that's what Big Mom said. TCB, I don't think that's what Big Mom said. This isn't even enough to cook a prime rib. Look at Garp smiling, dude.
That's why I said keep reading.
That's gonna be my new Discord profile picture for sure.
Dude.
Garp's like Sanji.
No, but can we talk about this show something? I'm definitely saying this. Garp is definitely on Zebex's level. I've been saying it forever. Like the feats with Zebex were massive, but the same thing we saw with Roger and Garp. So this shows definitely like this is why we never saw Zebex clash with either Roger and Garp until now.
Yeah.
Not showing that they're close in level. Because dude, I'm sorry. This shows something that there's definitely a difference between Kaido, Whitebeard, and Big Mom with Roger, Zebex, and Garp. There's definitely a difference.
Dude, I don't know. Like, why did they put fuck in here? Like, why did they make Big Mom say that? Like, that's not what she said, guys. Maybe a similar Japanese phrasing, but I don't think that's what she said in English.
I think it would be damn it. They usually put damn it.
Damn it,
characters. It would have been damn it, I think.
Hey, the kidnapper's probably dead. And I've secured the baby. That's good enough, right? I'm forever in your debt. Now please get back here before Garling finds out.
I want to know who it is. They're not saying the name of the person that then mushed. I think it's someone we're supposed to know.
I think it's Sommers. I don't know why, but the way that they're speaking it makes me think it's Sommers. Just because he seems to be right under Garling. Like, they have some kind of rivalry. And maybe Garling's like, hey, my kids are on this island. Get them off. You know what I mean? Like, or something like that. And like, I don't know. It's in my mind, since I've been reading them in the voice I've given to Sommers. I'm sorry, I may not be able to help your brother, but I swear to at least save you. Oh, we getting to see some action from the Manmeyers. You all really thought you could get away in the chaos? Pirate or townsfolk, none of you will escape on my watch. Yeah, oh my gosh, she's a marksman. Look at that, look how many she hit, and how quickly.
So, I have to say something, because I went to check. The only person who does a sound effect of gya or gya ha 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 is Buggy when he laughs.
Really? And wasn't the Manmeyer woman's hair blue? Am I crazy? Yep. Is Buggy a Manmeyer? Don't get me on this train of thought. You know I've been trying to find out.
I don't know, but he's been very specific. I'm pretty sure, and I went to look at a wiki, and they even say that Buggy's trademark laughter is gya ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
It is interesting.
But I do think that the gya is coming from the slaves, not the Manmeyer. I will say that. So it's maybe them screaming in pain.
Buggy's family is there, possibly. I
think so. I really think so. Oh, guys, we're gonna be on God Valley for a while. We have an Oda map. You guys know what that means. Reporting in, the Rocks Pirates are coming in from the southeast. The Roger Pirates from the northwest. We've been sandwiched. Give back Shocky! It's Roger! Fight to the last. We haven't gotten the treasure to safety yet. The Rocks crew are coming from the other side. Ryu says, I'm gonna save her first. No, I will. Let go, says Shiki. And then here is Captain John. Look at that art. That is the Jiki, if I've ever seen it. That has gotta be the Jiki. Shocky, we're here to save you. That is the Jiki no Mi. And then
Fun fact. Do you want to know something also that connects with Kid with all this?
What's that?
Kid has the same drip as Kaido, Xebex, and Loki. The fluffy coat, he wears the same style of clothing as them, so there's definitely something. A connection.
Oh, yeah. It's a little bit different here. A little bit different. Something's going on, guys. Hurry and stop them. You at least move Shakuyaki. I can never say Shaki's full name. Shakuyaku. Right? Yeah, Shakuyaku.
Yeah, Shakuyaku.
St. Sommers. About that, huh? St. Sommers? Don't tell me all of them were taken out by one little chained up lady. Sounds like the pirates are out there really going to town. I like how calm Shaki is. How distasteful. There's nothing less cute than a woman who knows her worth. Ooh, and then he smacked her. Dude, Sommers just proving to be a monster more and more every chapter we get with him. Oof.
I'm convinced he's dying at the I think he's dying at the end of the arc.
I think so as well. And we'll get a new Holy Knight or whatever, like we did with the Gorosei. She does a very similar kick to Boa does, so this has to be specific to the Kuja style of fighting, for sure. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Let's continue. Shocky notices he catches her foot, and then he pulls out a thorned bat and hits Shocky with it. You know, all these pirates are here to take you away. Your popularity's quite the pain. It certainly made a mess of our tournament. Even if you survive this, Garling will ultimately claim you as his. No one else really gains anything, so I'm wondering to start if it wouldn't just be more fun to kill you here and now. They've come all this way just to save you. It'd be unfortunate for them to survive hell only to find the mangled corpse of their beloved here. I wonder what kind of faces they'll make. Yo, Sommers is evil.
This gives me the vibe of Marineford. That's what they want to do with base.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happened with Ace, actually.
Yeah, 100%. Man. Shocky, we've come to get you, to save you. Oh man, Roger and Whitebeard are clashing. Shocky, are you okay? I'm going to save you now. It'll be me. Now I'm the one. Damn, my hands are tied right now. I'll leave Shocky to you. Oh, he's saying it to Rayson. Of course it's going to be Rayleigh. Can you hear that? They're right outside, but I'm afraid they're just a little too late. St. Somers, Garling won't forgive this kind of transgression. Zip it. You keep quiet, they'll just chalk it up to an accident. Look at her face. All hope snuffed out. See, this ain't a fairy tale. I just gut any hero who'd show up. Life's a bitch, ain't it? Gee ha ha ha! I'll kill you in 5 slashes. Savor the pain. Your wishful thinking will drain out with your blood. Bro, Somers is insane. I'll send you to the darkest shadows of the underworld. Okay, Zoro, chill. Oh, named attack from Rayleigh. Vex, if you're still in chat, named attack from Rayleigh. Let's go, dude. Transcendent Hagen Crescent. Translation note. Horigani reads Red Spider Lily. Let's go, dude. He says Shocky as he wipes the floor with him in one hit. She cries, "Hey, son, you're late. I'm sorry for letting it come to this. I was so scared. Sorry for the delay." And he's holding the note that says, "Come and make me yours. I'm here for you." Yo, finally some good romance in One Piece that we know won't end in tragedy.
Okay. So I read the SBS. Wait, did you finish the text?
No, hold on 1 second. I'll never ever. Yeah. Save it for later, you dog. Guys, we've got Shocky. Grab the treasure and run for it. A passionate rescue. One Piece, chapter 1161 end.
So there might be something. So remember when they hit Oda before One Piece Red, he dropped those SBS 4 billion. They were leaked, but then because you need to buy a special pack, they were removed, and so only those who've seen it. And one of them was like a screenplay of how they found Shanks in God Valley. The quote they said when they took the treasure chest is, "Grab the treasure and let's run for it."
Yeah.
So it could be that when they're talking about that, basically the treasure chest where Shanks could be in the same room as Shocky. So they're grabbing a treasure chest with it because it's a similar text.
I mean, we're definitely
gonna. Afterwards, they realize there's a noise coming from treasure chest when they're on the ship. Yeah,
I think that's how it's gonna go as well. I love this. This was amazing. This was such a hype chapter. I'm so glad I didn't read spoilers. The Shocky crying and falling into Rayson's arm was just fucking perfect. And him apologizing for letting it come to this, like before he could accept those feelings for her, kind of thing. Just really, really well done. We do have some translation notes. Kazuki Toki was the first one. Kazuki Odin. Shimatsuki Yasui. Kazuki Tempura. Fugetsu Umusabu. Umusubi. Shimatsuki Ushimaru. Paka. Izo. Pedro. Uro.
Okay.
Ashura Doji. So we know who they are.
The heroes of One Piece. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And of course, Toki and Odin.
Yeah. So I had a thought on it, on the Matthew, right, and her possible devil fruit.
Yeah.
Because of the timeline, I would like, and the way that she was still like moving even though she was cut, makes me think of a Logia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly the former user of Kizaru's fruit, because that would have been at a time Kizaru joins the Marines 32 years ago. So that would have been before his time, because we don't know how long. The oldest we saw Kizaru with his fruit was with Vegapunk, and he was an adult already, like he was in his 30s.
Yeah.
So possibly because dropping some sort of fire breath or laser beam from her mouth and then being cut like that. And it's the one devil fruit that keeps stopping Luffy Marineford. He's always fruit, remember?
Yeah, exactly. So, and I've been saying for a while that God Valley was going to parallel Marineford. But I don't know. I think it's a very good guess.
It could
I'll be honest. Yeah, it could be something else, but
yeah.
It's hard to say with the Holy Knights because of that immortality they have. Yeah, exactly. And if I'm being honest, I don't know if she would be carrying a sword if she could just make one out of light. That said, Maffy is definitely an enigma to me. Yeah, very interesting. But she has the horns of an Oni, or maybe even a zone user.
Dude, she looks just like that number that Kaido got from Pakazur.
Yeah, very much so.
It looks. We don't know the deal that Kaido did to get that number, so it would make sense if Pakazur, if they did DNA on Celestial Dragons, she would take, the strongest of them all. But
yeah, of course.
So it's definitely an interesting chapter. I won't lie to you. I'm even more convinced that 800-900 years ago, you know how in Dressrosa, the people who who tried with Captain Riku and failed, were turned into toys? I'm even more convinced the Delphus are the people who are on Joy Boy's side. Because don't you find it interesting that Luffy has been teaming up with people from the worst generation? Beige, Slaw.
Everyone but a Rouge, really.
Sheik. Yeah, everyone but Rouge. Most likely he'll team up at one point with Rouge, right? All the people in Sabaody. Don't you find it interesting that there's in the Rocks Pirates, two candidates for their Delph fruits are Rouge's fruit and Kid's fruit. Two members of the worst generation.
Are we thinking Ryu is the one that is speculated to have a Rouge's strong or whatever fruit he has, the karma fruit, whatever you call it.
Yeah, he got one kick and he became 3 times bigger.
Mm-hmm.
It does seem to be Rouge's fruit. So it could be possibly that this whole time, the Nika fruit needs to ally themselves with certain people, and it's the Delph fruits themselves. Like,
of course, it plays into the idea of the will of the fruit and how important it is intrinsically to the fruit user and how much the fruit user bonds with the will of the fruit. Like, we've not seen too many awakenings because not everyone can bond with that will the way that Luffy or even Kaido said he hadn't reached full awakening, right? It's interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I want to see more from the God's Knights. I'm sad we didn't get more than just one's name this chapter, but a lot happened.
Yeah. So now we finish this chapter. This is my thought on Summers.
Mm-hmm.
So they showed Summers being packed up twice by older Scopper and Prime Rayleigh, right?
Yeah.
And they're showing him similar to Saturn, like really despicable. So I do think he's gonna get packed up by either Sanji or Zoro or both of them. And so that's why they've been pushing on him. Like, he's basically the God's Knight who's not going to survive this. Because they're pushing him so hard. And they show that he's the only one who actually took L's.
I really want it to be Robin that packs him up. I'm not going to lie. Just because of everything that's set up between them so far. And, like, what we saw last time on Elbaf when we were there before the flashback was she was still trying her hardest to get out of the thorns to go after him. So it would be satisfying to see it be Robin, but I like the take that maybe, whatever it is that Scopper tells Chopper, because that's what I think is going to happen. That Chopper will tell Scopper will tell Chopper something, and Chopper will take it to Zoro and Sanji and be like, this is why you guys have to start working together. And then that could be the catalyst that causes them to both go after. There's too many Poppers names, Sommers as well. There's too many names that ended with the ER, okay? Like, Sommers, Scopper, Chopper.
So, but so that's, I won't lie to you. The fact that, Robin had a fake, it could be an inversion to Wano. Because if it's not Nami, the other person who, like, is there for a child is Sanji.
Yes, exactly.
He did that in Punk Hazard. In Wano, he was the one who came at Momo's aid when he called out. So it could be a thing that, how Robin was there against Black Maria because he couldn't fight against her. Mm-hmm. It could be a thing where Summers is again in front of Robin, but then Sanji pulls up.
Ooh, like an inverse of Wano.
Yeah, and he has a sword fruit, and there's a lot of French mythology and fairy tales based on the
thorns.
Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty. The prick of the thorn and everything. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it would make sense that it could possibly be Sanji, but then again, But yeah, interesting. I think that's the one who's going to get packed up, and that's what they've been showing him having L's.
Yeah,
because
I think so
let's be honest,
I think he'll get packed up, and I think Gunko will be broken of Emu's curse, and Brook will take her with them. Not as like a Nakama, but like he'll save her from whatever life she's stuck in at the moment. Whatever. I think there's going to be a big payoff with Gunko and Brook. I really, really do. It came out of left field, and with how Oda has been lately, with the reveals and everything, I really see whatever is going on with Brook and Gunko. It's going to pay off sooner than later. He's not going to make us wait a long time for that to happen. Her name, Briar Rose, Princess Aurora. Exactly.
Yeah, and also another thing that with this chapter that I have a problem with is because we saw at one point Kuma and Ivankov running to the Devil Fruits. I think there was some sort of like time skip between the Garp moment and the Shaki moment.
It could be.
Because remember then because then Big Mom was all by herself when she appeared with them.
Oh yeah, so yeah. Well, like, I think she fled from the Garp moment. Like when she did that big flashback, she probably used that to escape.
Yeah, that would explain why she was all alone. They must have separated.
They separated, yeah. And maybe Shiki and is the one that clashes with Garp, because somebody's about to clash with Garp and stuff. Oh man, where is Rox? We only saw him once this chapter too. Feels like we're going to be leading up to his death in the next few. If not by next chapter, lead up to it. In the next 2 chapters, we'll lead up to it before the payoff. I definitely think we're going to see what happened to him. Especially, and plus, what you have to think too, the inconsistencies could become from the narrator, as in Loki telling this story from.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like there's inconsistencies that we may not know.
Oda's, I don't know if you know that 2 weeks ago we got information from Pew, from one of Oda's editor. This arc will get all the secret of God Valley. But what's interesting is he didn't say this flashback, he said this arc.
This arc.
So it could be a thing where, so it could be a thing that we're getting the flashback, and then when there's a fight with Emu, as they go back at present time, we might get an extra snippet like we've always had.
Yeah, I think that's probably what they'll do, because it seems like we're getting it from different perspectives. This is really the main course, though. You know what I mean? We'll get the last little bit of information that we need from a third narrative, while we got the main chunk of information from this. I won't lie, not a disappointment at all when it comes to what's been going on in God Valley. I think Oda is handling this immaculately, much better than I thought it was going to go, with how kind of stretched the flashback felt there for a little bit. Sommers is just fucking unforgivable, though, man. We saw him kill children. We see that he reveled in the fact that he was taking out these children. And then seeing this as well, just the way he's treating Shaki is just, it's messed up.
There's something that was said in Sabaudi, and I do think it connects with Fisherman Island. The first generation of Celestial Dragons weren't that bad, and each generation got worse and worse.
Worse. Yeah.
And then they couldn't be stopped. The Swordland. Yeah, and they said the same thing about the Fishman District. It didn't start bad, but they were so much isolated in their hate that each generation got worse and worse. Until you got someone like Cody, who just forgot why he hates. He just hates to hate.
He hates to hate.
I'm very interesting of the propaganda that's happening inside Marijoa. How they brainwash people. What Bjosgard and Homing said, they regained their humanity.
Yeah, they regained their humanity.
And they wanted to, and Homing wanted to the point to leave the Holy Land.
Yeah. And same with the Chad on my sweatshirt right now, Moist Guard. Like, look how all it took was one fish woman to go with him and explain to him like how things are for them and shit like that. Him learning about how people see celestial dragons was enough for him to change his ways to the point where he gave his life for people that are he was taught his whole life that were beneath him. You know what I mean? It's what we saw with the. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna no. To add to your thing, I would even add to it. There's something even more. Is that it's almost like some form of brainwashing or trance effect, because Sharia had the same face when she heard Voice Century as Gunko with Sherman Brook.
That's exactly what I was about to say. That's exactly what I was about to say. Is Sharia is the she's the evidence that the celestial dragons do not know anything. They have been sheltered even more so than the general populace of the world because of that face she made. What did they mean, Void Century? You know what I mean? Like, she was like, what? What is that? And it like you said, it's almost like Gunko when she heard Brooke's name, like coming out of a trance almost.
Yeah, and then you had the icing on the cake with this whole thing is what I've said about Kuma's mother. They off-screened her and they said they sent her to heaven now, in a world where hell and paradise are places. And this could be where Koala was sent. That's why she almost had no personality of her own. That's maybe where Gonko was sent, and that's where they sent certain celestial dragons to remodel their brains. This is maybe where that's why they do to Cypherpole, like Guernica, who
re-education centers.
Yeah, literally, like for some of them. And we know that Django and Marineford talked about ever since he's joined the side of the world government, he has increased his ability as a hypnosis.
A hypnotist.
Which doesn't make him he's the best right now, but it shows that they have knowledge. He's improving. On that.
Yeah, and they have knowledge on it.
No, they have knowledge. They have knowledge on that. That's interesting.
That is very
interesting. By joining them, you become better. So yeah.
A lot of action this chapter. I won't lie.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, I've said this. I think this is just subjectively one of my favorite flashback, because it gives you the lore dump on all people that we've seen as seasoned pirates, as legends, and we're kind of seeing like their Sabaody / Marineford moment.
Yeah.
So it's for me, it's one of the best flashback sequence because we're getting so much lore dump understanding of this world.
I love this cover page too. The color spread.
Oh yeah. Oh, they're always great to watch.
I'm just looking at all the little details. I bet Bushido is excited. Carrot's mentioned.
But yeah, so obviously for me, it's I do wonder. I have no prediction on where we're gonna go in the flashback because
neither do I.
We already got Chucky, so I do think there's a twist to it because I do not believe that they showed the way they showed Zebex, but they showed him one weakness. He has a heart.
He has a heart.
Blackbeard. Yeah. He cares for things.
Which is probably why Blackbeard doesn't, because he saw what it got his father.
Yeah. Yeah. And I had a take, I don't know if I told you this, but especially since, you know, he's keep mentioning his family, I'm wondering if the reason why Kaido got PTSD about the whole Odin thing is it wasn't just because he didn't win fairly. What if that's what also happened to Zebex?
Yeah.
As he's about to charge, somebody's holding Teach's and Gonko did the same thing with Colin.
Yeah.
Like Gonko is taken over by Emu and is holding baby Teach. And so Zebex lowers his guard because that would be the only thing. I think if Zebex was taken over or defeated by the other side.
When Whitebeard was stabbed by Squard. Something else had his attention first, and then Squard got him. Nothing that extreme, but I still 100% believe that someone within the Rocks Pirates is going to betray him. Where the fuck is Stussy right now? Where is Buckingham? Where's Miss Bucket? You know what I mean? Like, where's she at?
Yeah, a lot
that's
of the
suspicious.
Rocks, all of them. Yeah, and also another point that brings us as well, that's how Ace died. The person he loved the most was not looking. He was about to get attacked, so he went in front. And I do think that this could... Yeah.
No, I was just thinking we haven't seen the 6-shooter guy very much. I can't remember his name. He's named after the pirate, the lead character of Wanted.
Most of the Rocks.
Yeah, most of the Rocks have been kind of AWOL. But in that big spread
Big
of them,
is the one we see the most.
Yeah. Well, in that spread of them, I'll find it real quick. Ryu was still there. Shiki was there. You know what I mean? Like, not Silver X. What's his fucking name? The big dude. I cannot remember his name to save my life. With the long beard.
Ganji?
Ganzi? Yeah, Ganzi. He's there.
Ganzi, yeah.
Okay, so the guy with the... everyone is there, but one person. Can you guess who that is?
Shiki.
Stussy. I think you might be right, Cube. You've been saying for a while now that Stussy may be the person who turned Coat onto Rocks. I'm thinking you're right.
We know that. We know that what's her name? That Wang Ji definitely did the Shaki thing, and possibly Wang Ji is the reason why they didn't find out about God Valley. But we know that someone else betrayed. And like I said, that storyline with clone Stussy, they showed the after effect and her feeling bad for it.
Yeah.
Why would they show that while all the mayhem of Egghead?
Maybe her original self doesn't feel bad for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it could also be that.
Like it'll be an inversion of the clone feeling bad for it.
But this could explain why Whitebeard doesn't talk about Stussy if he found out.
Yeah.
He's so disgusted, and that's why Marco said, "You've never been from all the people. You've never been mentioned once," and she was so insulted.
Yeah.
It could be that he's because of his honor. He's Zoro.
Yeah, because it seems to me, if I'm being honest,
he has honor.
Exactly, he has honor, but it seems to me that him and Stussy definitely had something. Like they weren't in love by any means, but they were definitely bang-a-langin'. You know what I mean?
He was close to her.
He was close to her. So that for him to never mention her to Marco, something's up. Something's up.
And we know one thing about the Whitebeard pirates, and only one person was exempt from it, and that was Whitey Bay, which I had suspicion that she might be his daughter because they had the same heirloom on them when he was young and when she was with him. But regardless, he has a rule of not having women. The only exception was Whitey Bay.
Whitey Bay, yeah.
This could explain why he doesn't want to get his heart broken the way, and it could be simple as that. Maybe not that close, but they were so close, and then he found out she did something despicable as betraying their own people.
Yeah, like one of their captains, or the captain they shared, kind of thing.
Yeah, and then he makes a taboo as well. 2 rules: women are not allowed to join my crew, and one exemption that he did, and he put the foot down for it, was Whitey Bay. So if we get that story, we'll get that story, but it's just an exception. And then it's, you can't betray another crew member. It could all be because of Stussy.
Yeah, it definitely could be. That's so wild to me. Man, good chapter. So
yeah,
let's get into then final thoughts and ranking, Cube. What are you thinking?
In terms of final thoughts, I think I've said everything. It's a great chapter. I'm just, because of the timeline, it does feel a bit iffy. So I do feel like even though we might get like 100% of the flashback, there are certain stuff that we're missing some context that we might get later on. So I'll give it an 8.8 out of 10.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I feel like we got a lot this chapter. I won't lie. We didn't get much lore drop or anything, but we got to see a lot of what transpired within the battle that took place on God Valley. Seeing the clash between Big Mom and Garp was fantastic for me. As a huge Big Mom fan, you know how much I love Big Mom. You know how much I've been one to praise her and talk about how she gets kind of shit on when she's just as powerful as the rest of the Yonkos. Yeah, seeing her stand off with Garp was probably the highlight of the chapter for me. That, and then Dragon. Dragon has been fantastic this entire flashback. And seeing him really kind of step into that role of being the revolutionary that we know he is today, and like seeing exactly what transpired to make him rebel against the government and realize that something in this world has to change, has been magnificent. And I cannot wait to get more on that. Overall, though, I think I'm going to give the chapter a 7.5 out of 10. I feel like there was a really good amount of action. I feel like there was a lot of... this is going to sound weird. There wasn't much progress in the story. It was just kind of linear progress, right? Just expanding what we knew of the event instead of going forward with what we want to see particularly, which is how Shanks got in the chest. Well, actually, we did see a little bit. Like, we haven't got there yet, but we're getting there. We want to see how rocks fell. We want to see how Teach got off the island. And it feels like he's doing a lot of setup right now, but I can tell already that no matter how much setup Oda is doing in these moments, the payoff is going to be immaculate. Whatever we get at the end of this God Valley flashback is going to be massive for the community. And you can just feel it in the air every time you read one of these chapters, especially these past two, 1160 and now 1161. Like, it just feels like whatever it is Oda is cooking for God Valley, the payoff's just going to be great. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get there.
I do have one point I'm gonna add.
Oh yeah, of course.
And also, what I'm like about Dragon is you could very see that he's most likely a prodigy like Luffy, but like in Marineford, he definitely did not have hockey yet. You know, being both 17 years old under Garp's tutelage, so that's interesting as well to see.
I wonder if
we're
we're
seeing a rookie Dragon.
Yeah, I really do want to see if he gets one of the devil fruits that was here, and that's how he escaped. Because we got to know how he escaped as well. Because there's nothing Garp could do for him shooting a celestial, for him standing up to a god's knight. Like, you know what I mean? There's nothing Garp could say to the world government to get him off for that. It's gonna come down to how did he escape as well. That's another plot point that I really, really need to see. And I think it would just be so interesting to see and finally get confirmation on Dragon's devil fruit in this flashback. Because what better way to get the community talking and speculating more on Dragon's fruit than to show it briefly, even if we don't get it named.
Also,
just to show him consuming it would be
so
wild.
It's too early because if we know Ivankov did not get their fruit at that moment, right?
Yes.
But Dragon is heavily wounded, right?
Yes.
How is he gonna heal himself?
How's he gonna heal?
Think about
He's huffing and puffing. If he eats a Logia,
exactly.
though.
If he becomes a Logia, he might become the element. So it could help him. For the movement. So I can see it. And obviously, the world's strongest world's strongest man's devil fruit came out with someone else. It could be that the world's most heinous criminal, his devil fruit, is also consumed on that fruit. You know.
Ooh, Dragon getting Rox's fruit would be insane. That would be crazy.
I'm talking about like, but we don't even know if he has a fruit or not.
Because Rox, well, I know, but like think about it. Rox is the most dangerous man right now, and then Dragon is the most dangerous criminal. Like,
yeah, I'm still convinced the title might be because of his devil fruit, the wind Logia, whatever wind related Logia he has. Could be the title of it. Whoever wields it is the most heinous criminal, depending on which side you side on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Whitebeard's fruit.
I feel like the official title is going to be a love song in a hail of thorns, by the way. Instead of a love ballad in a hail of arrows. I could just see that being a much better fitting title. TCB did great with the translation, except for that one instance of Big Mom yelling fuck. But like they did really well with the translation this time. I need to know more about Maffy, though. I need to know what's going on with him. Why did they shoot a laser beam? Like you said, the Kizaru connection, too. Also wearing sunglasses. I know that's a dumb connection, but sometimes that's what Oda does. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, think about this, right? For some reason, Teach had to take out his brother before getting his fruit. Luffy scarred himself. And we've seen that with some people, because of their, like Virgo, who has no devil fruit, has a weird quirk with food on his mouth. So we've seen a lot of devil fruits having that specific quirk, right?
Yeah.
It could be that, and now we're seeing Captain John, if he had the Jiki, he also could do the same metal arm and it's the same side as Kid has.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't shock me that there is this thing of when you eat a devil fruit, and it's like the shadows in Thriller Bark. Remember what happened? Ryuma got also the personality traits of Brook with his jokes and his laughing.
Yep.
Same thing as the one that took Sanji. He was flirting with everyone.
He was flirting with everyone and very chivalrous. He wanted to protect women. Yeah. And then exactly. I think Thriller Bark once again is one of the most important arcs.
Quirks and devil fruits. Yeah. When you eat the fruit, you take some of their quirks. So it could be that if that's Kizaru's fruit, the original user was someone who always wears shades.
And that brings up that argument that the community's been having forever now about, how much of what Luffy is doing is Luffy and how much of it is the fruit wanting to do it. It brings up that argument of how much does the fruit control the user. And I like that argument. I love that argument.
Because I'm so convinced. The scene with Teach and Jaya, it's not him, it's them. That was not Luffy talking, that was Nika or Joy Boy. And Luffy saying that serious face of Luffy saying he wants to go up to Skypiea, that wasn't Luffy, that was his fruit again.
Yeah, that could, with the whole it's them thing.
Moments where he comes out.
It's Luffy says it's not him, and then Zoro is the one more like them.
It's him. Them, yeah.
But still, nonetheless, I think that could be referring to whatever is lingering within Blackbeard. A lot of people theorize that it's just them talking about the Blackbeard pirates around them and shit, but the way that it's emphasized, the way the scene is shot, there's something more to that dialogue, or else we wouldn't be talking about it still, 15 plus years later after that chapter dropped.
I'll be honest with you, it's because the Furious already dropped that like a couple months ago. He analyzed even the bar scene on how Luffy was so standoffish instantly by Blackbeard, but people like Kid, who he could sense they're good in them, even though they insult him, he could just bypass it.
Yeah.
He believes that the Zem is because there was teachers' will, but they sensed the Yami, and the Nika and the Yami don't get along.
Yeah.
So that's why Luffy's personality was to dislike the person instantly.
Yeah. I love cherry pie. This cherry pie is terrible.
Yeah. But he showed like instantly Luffy was standoffish about this person.
Yeah.
He looked at him, and then he made a same parallel with Buggy, which is interesting because all three of their Dao fruits are similar colors, just different type of fruits.
Yep.
But similar type of coloring. So
yeah, all purple with green stock. Yeah. Very different. So, yeah, very, very interesting.
So like, it could be like those relationships. Maybe all fruits are not like. I've said this. If that's the case, maybe that's why Whitebeard and many instances did not want to go after Blackbeard.
Yeah.
It's the will of the Ogura doesn't want to go after the Yami. They might get along.
They might get along. Yeah. I really am thinking now, I'm not going to lie, if Luffy might end up with Boa at the end of the story. I'm not going to lie. Like, after that Rayleigh scene and him.
If Vex is still in the chat, he's rolling his eyes right now.
Yeah, he's rolling his eyes so bad. But yeah, that's it for me today. You got anything else you want to say about the chapter before we pop off tonight, brother?
I'm just going to add one thing and then we're done. You say Hancock, I won't lie to you. I would like that his relationship blossom with Marguerite.
Marguerite.
He's the only the Kukusha who I believe will be the next empress on the way they're showcasing her.
Yeah, I think so as well, actually. Yeah, once again, if you guys missed it, Cube gave it an 8.8. I gave it a 7.5. I think Oda is cooking right now in God Valley. I'm very excited to see what happens next. Make sure you join us. Next chapter drop. We're going to be here Friday night, 6 p.m. every time. Usually we'll stream for about an hour like we did tonight and just talk about the chapter. And we want to hear from you guys as well. Make sure you're here live and able to talk with us in the chat. And if you're watching it later in the week, that's fine as well. Make sure you leave us a comment and let us know what you think of the chapter yourself. But yes, I have been StrawHatLucas. This, of course, is my right-hand man, one of my best friends, my brother, Cube of the Red Sea. And yeah, more importantly than anything else in this entire world, I want all of you out there to have a wonderful, wonderful night.